In this example, we're going to use systems of equations to solve for some unknowns. And if you haven't read it already, pause the video to read the problem statement. But basically speaking here, we have two things going on. We're going to have a pound of either cashews or peanuts or a combination of the two. So like an amount and a weight. And then we'll also have an amount of revenue produced by that peanuts, cashews, or a mix of the two. So I came over here and I started setting up our system of equations on this side. So I'm going to start by saying what I want X and Y to represent. So I'm going to let X represent the number of pounds of cashews and Y the total number of pounds of the resulting mixture. The Y pounds of the mixture will consist of 40 pounds of peanuts mixed with X pounds of cashews. So you can see I've written that as an equation like this, Y equals 40 plus X. Next, I have that the revenue, that's the key word here, the revenue in selling Y pounds of the mix at $4 per pound, so 4Y, is to be the same as or equal to selling 40 pounds of the peanuts at $1 per pound. So the revenue of just the peanut part of the mixture, or part of the problem here, is 40 times 1, plus X pounds of cashews at $7 per pound. So the revenue of just the cashews would be 7 times X. Now with that, I now have a system of equations, these two equations, and their two unknowns, X and Y. And I've already defined up here again what X and Y equal. So I see this and I'm thinking that substitution may be the best way. And the reason why is because one of these equations has already been solved for one variable, Y. And so that means that in the other equation where I see Y, I can substitute what Y equals in for that variable. So I'm going to rewrite this as 4 times 40 plus X instead of Y, right there, equals 40 plus 7X. And now solve the resulting equation. So I can choose to distribute and gather my variables together. So we can say subtracting 4X and subtracting 40 from each side, and then dividing both sides by 3. We get X, which again is the number of pounds of cashews, is 40. When we come back to the problem, we were asked to find X, the number of pounds of cashews.